This is the Parra Cave podcast, proudly brought to you by major sponsor Jack's Pale Ale, exclusively available at Parramatta Leagues Club, and co-sponsors Bo Cook from Loan Market, Scott from Brightside Detailing and Ceramics, Shannon Cooney from Glenmore Park Realty, BTZD Clothing, the official clothing partner of the Parra Cave podcast, and the official media partner of the Parra Cave podcast, the Parramatta Times.
Welcome to another episode of the Parra Cave podcast. And now over to your host, Troy Warner, broadcasting live from the world-famous Parra Cave.
Hello listeners, welcome back to the Parra Cave podcast. This episode is the Talking Parra excerpts of my weekly chat with the lads at the Talking Parra podcast, which you can find on Apple and Spotify, and also through the Entertain House YouTube channel, so check that one out for the video as well. So 5 Paramad lads reviewing the games each week and also previewing the games each week, and also discussing a few little issues during the week that comes up as well. So these are just my little parts put together. Start off with, I think it's the reviewing of the Brisbane Broncos game up in Darwin, then a little bit of a discussion about a hip drop, and some previews of the Newcastle game and some bold predictions, score predictions, and first try score predictions. So if you're listening to this podcast, you'll know who I picked for first try scorer before the game tomorrow night. This is recorded on a Thursday, so tomorrow night 6 p.m. against Newcastle at CommBank Stadium. So if you're listening to this, you will know who my first try scorer is. So I hope you like this little edition of the excerpts each week. If you, and again, as I said, if you want to find the full podcast, head to Apple or Spotify, type in Talking Parra, and you'll see that one there, and you'll get the full chat as well. So tune into that one as well. Okay, over to myself. Thank you for listening. $25, I think it is, isn't it? Anyway, thank you very much for that donation to the Talking Parra podcast. Hayden, what's the idea about that? What can we do with that $25? Can we maybe raise some money for charity by us tipping some... Sorry?
Yeah, we could put some. We could put. Well, what is there? 5 of us. We could put, say, $4 on our first try scorer, and if we win some money, it can go towards charity for sure.
Well, why don't we just do like one bet a week or something, or something like that? But we'll work that out after the show. But to the game, highlight of the game was obviously Mike Acevo's try. I mean, to grab that ball on the run and score like he did was unbelievable. He's got a good record against scoring against the Broncos. I just saw that Adam Reynolds' kicking game just tore us apart, and we saw that last year at CommBank Stadium. So it doesn't matter where you play Adam Reynolds, he seems to tear us apart with his kicking game. So I think that was a big factor, and in that first half.
What's the stat?
Sorry,
with Adam Reynolds and Eels. What's the stat with Adam Reynolds in the team?
It's ridiculous. I mean, even in his days at South, he used to have the wood on us. So, just his long kicks, short kicks. I'm a little bit disappointed in Gutho for his. Adam will love this. His effort when it was that Ezra Mam try. I just would have thought that a fullback would have knocked that out. He was waiting. He was waiting. No, not saying he's X Factor, but an X Factor fullback probably would have knocked that straight out. That's what I would have thought. He was waiting for that to bounce dead, but I just would have knocked that straight out.
Dead and touch the ball.
Gutho's done that in the past. He just puts his foot out and touches it. I'm surprised he didn't do that.
Well, yeah, but he could have done something. That's what I'm saying. He could have done something to get that ball over the line, and then Katoni wouldn't have had a chance of trying to knock it back. We did see that it was not supposed to be a try anyway, but them's the breaks, because we also got one in the first half as well with that Shamozzle play the ball when Sean Lane came up with it, and then Gutho scored off the kick. So it was we got one back there. So I don't know. I'm like you, Ad. I'm not as disappointed in losing that game. There was the weather to contend with as well, pouring driving rain. But yeah, the effort wasn't there in the our starts are our problem. We don't get off to that good start, and we try and play catch-up football throughout the game.
I don't say what I said anyway, but the best way to deal with it is to put them on report and deal with it later. All right, no more simmies, because they are ruining the game. I agree with what Hayden said. I think there'll be one more crackdown, and I hope it's a major game, because that'd be funny as. So, all right, Troy, quickly, what do you got?
Okay, yeah, so I agree. I'll cause some controversy here. I don't reckon that any of them were hip drop tackles, and none of them should have been sin bin. It should have been just play on. As Joel said, Payne's trying to tackle RCG. If he doesn't make that tackle, he scores a try. And then the coach is going to tear strips off Payne Haas. The players don't, as you said, know the rules. The referees don't know the rules. Fans don't know the rules. There's just so much confusion. Accidents are going to happen in rugby league. It's a brutal sport. You look at the way RCG fell. I mean, how many times have we seen a player fall like that? That's probably the first time that we've seen someone fall like that, and the way that he did fall, that's probably why he copped that injury that he did, unfortunately. And
it hurt my groin watching him fall like that, to be honest.
Oh, I think everyone watching it, I think it hurt them. They felt that, but
help Payne Haas coming down on top of you.
Yeah, but I mean,
Darwin.
it's a brutal sport, rugby league. So you're going to get injuries, and players go into the games. Players go into the games. They know that there is a potential that they're going to get injured. It's not going to necessarily happen every single week, but there is that chance that they are going to get injured. And yeah, half of them, as you said, Matt, they're looking for a penalty. Just play on. It's frustrating.
Yeah. Let's watch this space over the next couple of weeks. All right, trying to bring him in, Matt, next week. Go on, Troy. What do you got?
Yeah, look, crucial game for both teams, isn't it? Newcastle on 7, Parramatta on 6. So we want to obviously Parramatta get the win there, jump up to 8 in this close contest, this close premiership, and slowly climb that ladder. But I think you're right. Probably Newcastle's backline's probably an excitement machine at the moment. I think we've probably got them covered in the forwards. I think covered in the forwards, but the backs, mate. Yeah, it's time for Dylan to stand up and make this his man of the match game and take control and maybe make some line breaks as well and score some tries and some passes to Sean Lane and stuff like that. But last time we played him was in that.
Play football.
Last time we played Newcastle was in that infamous Anzac Day jersey that everyone loves, with the poppies all over it. But look, as you said, probably the strongest back row lock combination. So looking forward to some points scored on the weekend and Parramatta getting the win.
Yeah. All right, Troy, what do you got?
All right, I'm going to go 32-14. Parramatta to win. No surprises there. First try scorer, I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to go Sean Russell as a first try scorer. Honourable mentions to Will Penasini and Mike Acevo as well. He'll get across the stripe as well. And a bold prediction will be Parramatta is going to come out on fire and score most. They will be like 18.
Oh, here we go.
No. They'll be like 18-0 in front in like 12 minutes, and then
They'll just put the queue in the rack.
no, they'll be 8. They'll come out like their starts have been ridiculous, right? So they'll just come out and blitz it in the first half, in the first, 15, 20 minutes, right? It'd be 18, 24 nil. And then
Are you having a stroke?
What is going on?
All right. Is that it? You done?
Are we going to be
okay, look. It'll be they'll score 3 tries.
Last week.
Three tries in the first 10 minutes. There you go. That's bold. There you
3
go.
tries, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
To who?
Who do you think? Parramatta.
Oh, you're off your head.
No, I'm bold, mate. I'm bold. We'll see.
All right, Matt, what do you got?
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Parra Cave Podcast. See you next time.